About 6 o'clock. Good evening and welcome to the Grant County Board of Zoning Appeals meeting for May the 2nd, 2022. If you would all please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated. Brenda, would you give us a roll call for attendance?
Howell,
Yes.
Florence, Johnson,
Here.
Jones, here, Long,
Here.
Maynard,
Here.
Hartman.
Here. Have you heard anything from Jared Florence?
So I'm writing down right now. We've left messages, no phone calls.
Okay.
So since he's been brought on, he's made one area plan commission meeting and 0 BZA.
Okay. All right. I just wondered if you'd heard anything.
I'll get something to Shane.
Okay.
Things they're appointing.
Yeah. I sent him some training materials, but he hasn't really taken up any discussion at this point. So, all right. Very good. Okay. Mr. Millott, will you read the minutes from April 4th?
All right. Minutes of the Grant County Area Board of Zoning Appeals, April 4, 2022. Public hearing of the Grant County Board of Zoning Appeals was held on Monday, April 4, 2022 at 6 p.m. at the Grant County Fairgrounds at 1403 Indiana 18, Marion, Indiana. The following members were present: Ed Hartman, Chip Long, Ron Howell, Rex Maynard, and Lois Jones. Bill Johnson was present via WebEx. Staff present: Ryan Millott, Executive Director; Kyle Persinger, Attorney for Area Plan; Brenda Harrison, Executive Administrative Assistant; Aaron Ellsworth, Building Inspector; Nicole Bailey, Code Enforcement Officer; Grace Simpson and Sandy Wilson, Permit Clerks. 1, Ed brought the meeting to order with the Pledge of Allegiance. 2, roll call. 3, approval of minutes. 3.2, Mr. Hartman asked Ryan Millott to read the minutes for March 7, 2022. The minutes from March 7, 2022 were approved as submitted. Motion made by Rex Maynard and Lois Jones seconded. Members Chip Long, Rex Maynard, Lois Jones, Ron Howell, and Bill Johnson voted yes. Motion carried. 4, finding of facts, there were none. 5, public hearings. 5.1, docket 04 BZA V-22, public hearing for Jeff and Brenda McVicker, address 1240 East 54th Street, Marion, Indiana, zoning district residential 1. Legal description being lot 3 of Midway subdivision and located in the northeast quarter of section 29 in Mill Township. The request to allow an accessory building addition to be 0 foot from the south property line instead of the required 5-foot setback. Mr. McVicker represented the petition and answered questions from the board. There is a letter on file from neighbor Ray Tays stating he is okay with Mr. McVicker building close to the property line. There were no objectors. The public hearing was closed. Motion: Bill Johnson moved to approve docket 04 BZA V-22 as presented. Rex Maynard seconded. Members Chip Long, Rex Maynard, Lois Jones, Ron Howell, and Bill Johnson voted yes. Motion carried. 6, other business. Ed Hartman suggested that a 3-person committee be formed to move the processing of the rules of procedure along. Motion: Lois Jones moved to approve a 3-person committee. Rex Maynard seconded. Members Chip Long, Rex Maynard, Lois Jones, Ron Howell, and Bill Johnson voted yes. Motion carried. The committee will be Ed Hartman, Lois Jones, and Rex Maynard. 7, open public forum. There was no one from the public that wanted to speak. 8, adjournment. Rex Maynard moved to adjourn the meeting. Ron Howell seconded. All members present, voted aye. Motion carried, meeting adjourned at 6:27 p.m.
Thank you. I need to check my notes here before I proceed. Please at this time silence any cell phones. Normally I make that first on the list, but skipped past it for some reason.
Are you slapping my hand?
No, I mean, you know, sometimes I'm doing it myself, and, you know, this time it was you. Okay, no big deal. But moving forward. Okay, we also have, from last time, findings of fact to approve on Jeff and Brenda Vicker, 1240 East 54th Street, Marion, Indiana. And do we have a motion to approve these as written?
Chairman Hartman?
We got that.
Yes,
Forgot to take a motion for the minutes.
Minutes.
minutes, I'm sorry. Okay, way late there on the cell phone. Do we have a motion to approve the minutes?
I'll make the motion, we approve the minutes.
Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Would you give us a roll call, Brenda?
Powell,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Jones. Yes. Long,
Yes.
Maynard,
Yes.
Motion passed. Okay, back to the findings of fact. I assume you've all reviewed them. Do we have a motion to approve the findings from the last meeting?
I'll make a motion that we move them.
Do we have a second?
I'll second that.
Lois and Chip. Okay, Brenda, would you give us a roll call?
Powell,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Jones. Yes. Long,
Yes.
Maynard,
Yeah.
Motion passed. Okay, and for public hearings on new business, we have docket 01 SP-22, Priscilla Houston, 613 Fairmount Avenue, Fairmount, Indiana. Would you step to the podium, please?
Hello.
Yes, would you record on the tablet up there your name and address
Sure
of the
can.
speaker at this meeting? Okay, would you briefly describe the application that you've submitted for an additional building?
Yes, I've submitted an application for a 12 by 20 storage shed building to be put on my property to include my tax business. That's pretty much it. It'll set flush with the front of the garage of my home. I'm gonna widen my driveway and add some extra footage to the end of it to make sure there's ample parking and turnaround, so there will be nobody backing out onto my road, which is not a heavily traveled road, but nonetheless. My business is already established, but I've been working with a partner for the last several years, and she's since retired this year unexpectedly. Finding a building to rent you from January to April every year in the same building is quite difficult. So having it at my home seems to be the best solution for myself.
Okay, and you say it is 12 by 20, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. In the application, I saw it two different ways. One was 10 by 20 and one's 12 by 20. Okay, 12 by 20. I'll jot that down. And let's see, you wish to have a sign, I believe?
I will probably put some kind of advert sign up eventually, but it will be quite small. More real estate sign size as opposed to, blocking the view of any kind of traffic of any kind.
With the home business that you've applied for, the sign is stated as 3 foot by 2 foot in the ordinance, I believe, so just bear that in mind when you make.
3 by 2?
Yeah, 3 by 2.
Okay.
Let's see. Does the board have any questions?
I do have a couple questions for you.
Yes, sir.
Can you give me a picture of what kind of a storage building is gonna be looking good for your business?
Yes, sir. I'm actually purchasing it from a location in Daleville. It's gonna be an all-metal building with the main color of the actual building will match my house as closely as possible, with a black metal roof as well. I plan on putting little flower things out front and really making it blend in as more of an establishment than a storage shed. But it's, I believe they have a location here in Marion that sells something similar. They have wood and metal buildings available. Metal is the cheaper option, so that's what I'm going with.
Is this gonna be on a
Will
concrete
this be
slab?
on concrete? That's what I want.
No, it'll be on a gravel pad, and I actually spoke with Aaron last week or the week before about how I have to anchor that down as opposed to putting it on foundation.
Okay, and it has an internal floor then with the building?
Yes.
Okay. Bill, did you have another question?
Well, yeah, where are you gonna get the electrical connection?
I actually have enough room in the breaker box in my garage still to run out to that.
So you're gonna actually take it from the house? You're not gonna have a separate?
No, sir, unless I need to. I do have a AC heat unit that's gonna be in it, and it is 220. I believe I have enough room in my breaker box for that, so at the most, I would have to put a small additional box in this building, but it is not intended, but it may be possible that it has to go that way.
And all of this will be covered under the building permit.
Well,
So
I'm
we'll be
hoping,
looking
yeah,
at
I'm
that.
hoping that.
Yes, sir.
But
Yeah, and also the electrical work, they'll have an electrician.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
we'll plug
Yes,
in,
sir.
do ampacity tests, the
Okay.
whole 9 yards.
okay, that's what I need to know, because it seems to me a storage shed wouldn't be that pretty for a business.
Oh, no, I'm gonna do the inside,
Well, the outside
walls
is what I'm
and-
worried about, I know
Oh,
you can probably do
okay.
it.
But no, it will be definitely presentable.
I seen them where lately, I know
Oh, yeah,
a girl
nice.
with a nail salon, did it down her house in Gas City. It does not look like a barn. And when you walk in, she's got a drywall and everything insulated. Looks just like walking in a building.
We haven't had a couple of them come through.
Is it a shed style roof or has it got a peaked roof?
It's a peaked roof, unlofted.
Does the board have any other questions?
Well, I gotta say one thing, I called Brenda, I couldn't find where Fairmount Avenue was.
Uh-huh.
Now I know where you live, I don't think there'll be a problem with any kind of travel.
Traffic, yeah.
No traffic, and you're right there on
At the
the
edge of town.
Yes.
field,
Mm-hmm, yes.
so I don't think there's gonna be a problem, just to let you know. I was there and it looks good.
There is a large rock at the end of my driveway, and when they come and bring the gravel in, they're gonna take that rock out, just so there's no mishaps with it. It was there when we moved in, kinda in the way.
Hope you're successful.
Thank you.
Any other questions? You may be seated. Okay, does the board have any other discussion amongst themselves? Okay, I'll open it up for a motion.
I'll make the motion, we set it.
Okay, we have a motion. Do we have a second?
I can.
Okay, we have a second. Brenda, would you give us a roll call?
Powell,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Jones,
Yes.
Long,
Yes.
Maynard,
Yeah.
Motion passed. Thank you for coming in and doing things the correct way.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it. Wish you the best of luck in your new business.
Thank you so much. Is it appropriate for me to leave, or should I stay?
I didn't want to, I just had to get in trouble, I'm glad you said it. Fairmount cooperated, you know. Yeah, nice. But it was, yeah.
Okay, is there any old business?
I'll see you Wednesday. I'm usually.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
The three of you got together,
We have not got a time yet, and I was on vacation for most of last week.
vacation.
Well, it's the first one this year,
Just heard
right?
that today.
So, but,
We trying to this week.
yeah, we were
but
trying to
I'll
get
be
together,
now.
but he's
It's
out,
just like,
so, yeah. But we're,
I have your business
we have
yet?
not forgotten,
No,
but we've
not
not
this
gotten
week.
it done either.
maybe next week.
Okay,
Yeah,
maybe next week.
maybe next week, should be good with me. Okay. Is there any other old business?
Did you get-
Kyle, do you have anything?
Not tonight.
Okay.
Rules and Jared was my two,
Okay.
so.
All right, very good. If there's nothing else, I'll take a motion for adjournment.
I'll make a motion, we adjourn.
I'll second.
Close seconds, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Hey.
Meeting adjourned, thank you.
You think too easy.
Turn the time, will it?
Yeah.